How you doing, folks? Mr. D here. Welcome to our Running the Numbers Numeracy lesson number 7. So we're going to be looking at pace, calculating distance, tracking our time here for our races. So the first problem we're going to look at, we're going to calculate the time to run a 5K at various speeds. So we're going to use this handy little formula where we calculate the time. Time is equal to the pace times distance. Okay. Now, pace can be given to you. Sometimes pace is given to you as like a speed, like, 5 miles per hour. In this instance, we're going to do pace in time versus distance. Okay, so that's how this formula works. So in this example, if a student runs at a pace, notice it's minutes per kilometer, 7, how long will it take to complete 5 kilometers? So time is equal to, and our pace is the 7, and that's in minutes per kilometer, times the distance, which is 5 kilometers. And if you see what happens, the kilometers in the top and the bottom cancel, and 7 times 5 gives you 35 minutes. So when you're making your plan, you might want to train, if you have a goal for this, you might if I want to do at least 35 minutes, I got to keep my pace going at 7 minutes per kilometer. Okay, so on our next example, a student runs at a pace of 6 minutes, 30 seconds. How long does it take to do 5 kilometers? Okay, so 30 seconds, what's that as a decimal? 30 out of 60 that's 0.5 of a minute. So 6 minutes and 30 seconds is 6.5 minutes per kilometer. And we're going to multiply that by the 5 kilometers. That's given us our time. Let me move that over a little bit. So our time is equal to that. And like I did before, the kilometers cancels, and 5 times 6.5 comes out to 32.5 minutes. Okay, so that's just a couple examples on how to do that. So next we're going to talk about tracking. Okay, tracking a weekly run. So week 1, they run 10 minutes. And they do a 20-minute walk. Week 2, they do a 15-minute run and a 15-minute walk. Create a table and track the time. So I'm just going to make a column for weeks. And I've got week 1 and 2. And then I've got run and walk. And so week 1, he did 10 minutes run, 20 minutes walk. And week 2 did 15 minutes run, 15 minutes walk. And you might want to just track the total as you go along. And so the running total for run and walk is 30. And for run, it's 30. That's actually for the week, weekly total. And down here, I could have the run totals, which is 25 minutes and 35 minutes for the walk. Okay. So next example, another tracking. Student runs 2 miles and walks 1 mile in week 1. In week 2, they run 2.5 miles and walk 0.5 mile. Track the distance in a simple chart. So again, I'm going to have week, and it's 1 and 2. I've got my run, I've got my walk, and in week 1, they ran 2 miles, walked 1 mile, and in week 2, they ran 2.5 miles, and walked 0.5 mile. It's basically the same thing I did as on the last one. This one I'm just doing distance rather than time. And again, I could do my total distance for each week. And so for week 1, my total distance was 3 miles. Same for week 2. And I could also do the total down this way. The total run comes up to 4.5, and for walk, it's 1.5. Okay, it's just another way to kind of track as you go. And so our next thing we're gonna look at is we're gonna apply the speed distance formula. We know that distance is equal to speed times time. This time speed is in distance versus time, which is flipped from when we did pace. When we did pace, we had time versus distance. Normally speed, we do something like 50 miles per hour. It's the distance versus the time. So if you run 8 kilometers per hour, that's the speed. And the time is 1.5, then the distance would be 8 times 1.5. Which comes out to 12 kilometers. Okay? And from rearranging time and distance, okay, so we have, you want to run 10 kilometers, that's the distance. So I'm gonna have in my formula, I've got time equals distance divided by speed. And so my distance goes right here, which is 10. And then my pace is 5 kilometers per hour. So that's my speed. And that's right here. And so this is what I'm calculating for, oh, I'm sorry, I put the distance in the wrong place. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got confused here. This is time. And so time is equal to 10 divided by 5, which is 2 hours. Okay? And so data tracking, okay? Recorded daily running distance over a week. Okay, so I could just do day 1, 2, 3, 4, and say for the first day I did 2 kilometers, day 2 I did 2.5, day 3 1.8, day 4 2.4. And again, I'm gonna put a resource in here, a spreadsheet that will do this for you if you don't want to do it by hand. But then what we're gonna do for lastly is display that. Okay, we're gonna do that with a visual line graph. We're gonna track our speeds for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday using a line graph. So I'm gonna have day on this horizontal axis, and I'm gonna have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And my distance for Monday was my speed was 5 kilometers per hour. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Wednesday, it was 5.5. So I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I do like a half. And then lastly, for Friday, I've got 6 kilometers per hour. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, you can just see the steady progression of my speed in a visual format. So I hope some of these skills help with your planning, and I hope you have a good day. Thanks a lot. Bye.